9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Hey, yes, we are back. We are streaming. I had a good mind not to stream until the patch comes out because we're gonna have the patch coming in by next week, I guess. Yeah, I was hoping it was gonna come this week, but yeah. And I'm gonna show you the Smurfs on Football Manager. Yes, you gotta stick around, man. I'm gonna show you my Smurfs because I got a couple of Smurfs in the game. Actually, my manager is a Smurf. He just lacks the white hat. I don't know what they call the white beanie. Yeah, he's missing the white beanie. If he has a white beanie, it's perfect, man. He's got the color, the skin. All he needs is the white beanie. Well, as I have made an announcement, it's pretty surprising. They've actually come on and said what they expect to be, what we are expected to see in the next patch. I think we should talk about that first up. They have apparently gone back in and so basically, they said they looked at the numbers again. I get very uncomfortable when I hear SI talking about looking at the numbers. Like, okay, they looked at the numbers and they found that people were spending less time. Basically, it's about effective times in matches, right? So they realized that the effective time in games was not what they wanted, and a large part of it had to do with a lack of immersion. And they felt that they have to walk back their decision not to use shouts in the game. And they are reintroducing shouts into the game. And of course, there are people out there who are so up in arms with the fact that shouts are coming back. I personally hated having to use them to be more effective, but I know a lot of people love them. So sure, why not bring those shouts back? SI seems like they are focusing on the wrong area and listening to the wrong bits of feedback. That's one reaction from somebody. So the game is broken on so many levels. So many features aren't working. There are countless bug reports and issues about everything you can imagine in the game. Yeah, they focus on the one aspect of the game which people say they like about FM26, which is the matchday experience. I'm sorry. You should not speak for... This person should only speak for himself. I fucking hate the matchday experience because there's so many things wrong with the matchday experience. But people seem to think that the matchday experience is about putting the tactic and just walking away. I guess if that's how you feel about being a manager, then cool. And these are the same people that complain when the AI makes changes and beats them because they go like, why did my tactics stop working? It's because you sat down there and you press the play button. You don't know how to pause and make a change to the tactic. So yeah. So the thing is that shouts, there's this debate that shouts don't work, but shouts do affect attributes. That's been something that's been going on for a while. But the problem with SI was always it didn't work exactly the way they wanted it to work because they wanted it to take effect immediately after you shouted. Because I remember this, this is what they had planned a long time ago. It's like the moment you shout 15 minutes, the effect is there. Then it wears off. That's how I, explained it the last time. And then as I came about, and then I realized very quickly, right, if there's still highlight hasn't come yet, you can actually cancel the shout by going to tactics and canceling it because highlight hasn't come yet because it needed a stoppage of play before the shout took effect. And sometimes there would be a long period before that would happen, and people would go like, okay, the shout must have worn off. Actually, the shout hadn't kicked in yet. So it literally needs a stoppage of play. The problem is in the game, stoppages of play are different for comprehensive highlights, right? Or you play a full match, then there's a stoppage of play, the shout takes effect. But then if you play on key highlights, how does the shout work then? At which point in the game is the shout taking effect? Is it the point where it's the in-between highlights? Because the ball must have gone out for a throw-in, right? So, see, this is the part that SI wanted to iron out, but they couldn't iron it out. However, but because it does play a small role, yes, it does play a part. Some of us swear by it, some of us don't. I don't care which camp you belong to, but this is the fact. Because there's so little to do during the matchday experience, you get bored very quickly. That's why I call it Tactics Manager. Yeah, there are no stats to look at, right? I mean, the only stats are the ones that are in front of my bloody face. Okay. But what about heat maps or key pass maps to see which of your players are doing well? So that kind of information is in there. So there's nothing in the game itself, during the game itself, apart from making a substitution that you can rightfully say, I'm getting involved. Or maybe there's something for me to do. Like maybe I go to halftime. What match stats are you getting at halftime? You getting match stats at halftime? I don't see any match stats at halftime. What about you? Do you see them? You get ratings, right? That's about it. So there is no way for you to quantify anything. Your participation in the game is limited to you putting in a tactic and going to bed and waking up to get the result. So this is the point I'm trying to make. So all these people who think Shouts, what are Shouts doing back in again? Look, there is something to do. That's the problem with the game right now. Because all we do is get to the match day experience and then we run through the match. And this is the classic thing about the match day experience right now. It's so long. You're just sitting there going, and there are people out there watching the thing on full match day. I mean, full match experience. I applaud you. You have got the patience of a saint. Because I don't. Especially with my eyesight problems, right? And that's another thing I want to bring up, right? So there are definitely things to fix. Like notably, the lighting, the gamma level, the gamma settings on some of the camera angles is off. Like broadcast is off and tactical is off. And then it's other certain at certain times of the year when it's raining or something like that, right? Then you see a flickering effect on the pitch. And sometimes it's floodlit. It depends on the time. So as I kind of needed lots and lots and lots of examples of this, my issue with that was, well, yeah, but that for me is almost making the game unplayable because I get headaches. I threw up yesterday, after I stopped streaming. Yeah, I actually went and threw up. Man, I couldn't. I was like, oh. I was like, hey, this is doing my head in, man. Then I realized one thing. I actually had taken off the color blindness settings. Yeah, there are color blindness settings that can actually help you in the game. Yeah. So for people who are older, maybe you've got a bit of glaucoma, maybe you went for LASIK. So chances are you're more sensitive to bright lights. So when it gets bright, right, especially, right, you go from a dark skin to the game itself. It's like this, though. You got from a darkened room into, and you keep doing this for 1 hour. Dark room, bright sunlight. Dark room, bright sunlight. Dark room, bright sunlight. You keep stepping in and out. So this is what I'm trying to get to. So as I need to address this because they got to kind of like make it so that when you go into a game, it's the changes in the color levels, right, are gradual so that people don't get that shock. Because right now, we've got too much of that going on in the game. We've got way too many fades to black. We've got too many fading, right? And then you've got the issue with... there's one more thing I remembered. But I forgot. See what happens at old age? You start forget. Because I never plan my streams. I talk off the cuff. I got too many things to say. I can't slow down to write them all down. At my age, hey, you say it when you can, man. Yeah, so people, hey, yeah, we can berate the game, baby. They want people to play the game the way they want. Crazy. Yeah, actually, I don't know. I think people should just, let the studio... Okay, there are two things, right? Immersion and playability. Okay, so immersion is off. The good news is SI has recognized that and say, look, we want to put like more different kinds of. I don't know if they said different kinds of match stats. I know they want to improve the match stats. The match engine, of course, they want to address that because there is. I'm not saying the match engine is perfect. The match engine is not perfect. Okay, but it's fun to smash the living daylights of the AI. It is. Because it still doesn't have this. It's got a problem with the defensive line, the counter pressing and regrouping, right? So that's something that most people, those of you who are getting hammered, you're probably not picking up on that. Those of you who are doing really well, you picked up on that already. So congratulations for being the guys who can observe what's wrong with the match engine. Welcome to the club that breaks match engines. It's because this ME is event-based, so any shout happens after the current event finishes. No. What happens is this. The way the match engine works is event-based, right? So you make the shout. The shout really kicks in in a stoppage of play. So what SI are trying to do is the shout comes and then you see your highlight. You see the highlight, that's when your shot starts. That's what SI is going to try and do. They had to tweak it so that it works exactly the way they intended it to work. Because last year, it wasn't working like that. The shout goes in, right? And then if you're waiting on comprehensive highlights, it'll come out then. But it seemed really wrong, in my opinion, as well. Because if you do a shout, it's supposed to come in the next highlight, right? So next stoppage of play. But because when you're watching on key highlights, there are plenty of stoppages that are not being shown to you. Fouls, free kicks, those are all stoppages of play. So what people were not seeing was, that was the game computing it correctly? Was it using match? So it wasn't working exactly the way they wanted it to, so they're hoping that it works better. So this is something that we want to keep an eye on. So I like the fact that shouts are coming back in because it just means that you got something to do. I mean, I had nothing to do. I got bored. So I think that's good. I mean, like, it shows that SI listen to the community. Hey, come on, man. I mean, good developers do that, right? Good gaming developers do that. They add some polish to the game. Sorry, wait. Polish. Yeah, they also sent the UI out to the Knights of Unity, a Polish company, to add some polish. I don't think they're going to be going to polish their game in Poland anytime soon. Because he ain't no Polish baby. Oh, I couldn't help myself. Hello, Istanbul. Yes, how are you doing, man? So I guess I guess that at the end of the day, we just have to we should, like, hey, let's go find. I want you guys to meet my Spurs. I probably won't last 1 hour again. Okay, I'm hoping it'll last a bit longer. Okay, here we go. Hey, nope, sorry, Mr. Smurf. That is my manager. Say hello to the Smurf manager. Yeah, I should have made his hair white. Then his hair would be purple as well. Yeah, that's a Smurf, man. So this happens when you set your monitor to color blindness settings, right? So if you go to preferences, so for me, I've got I was having issues with the game, right? So I turned it the Tritanopia. So if you lower this, it becomes lighter. So basically, do you know what this is? This is FM's version of the dark skin. So this is like a dark skin, right? So it makes the thing darker. There are two things you can do. So this is the first thing that I did. Okay. Now the other thing that you can do, this is quite high, so I just put it at 0.5. The other thing you can do is go to Windows settings. And then you go to I think is what is it called? Night light. Yeah, night light, correct. It's called night light. So you go to night light. You can turn. Okay, now I turn off night light. This is what the game looks like, right? Okay. This is when you tell Windows to go night light. So it makes the color softer. So you can adjust the strength as well. This is a bit too much. So you can. Normally I don't play night light in any game until I came across this game. I don't like to do this too much because it affects other games, right? And because other games don't have the problem. So if you do this, you got to keep adjusting. So you can set this. It makes the thing a bit darker for you. So let's say if we quit this, all right, and you go to preferences again. Let's try something, right? Accessibility. Let's turn off Tritanopia. Okay. So this becomes your dark skin. This is another way of setting up a dark skin. Okay, so here we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, so you can set up dark skin, right? So this is your dark skin. Okay, so we can go in, it becomes like a dark skin. So I'm gonna load this. Now we'll see what we do, okay? There's one way, if it's too bright, you can do that. So what happened is the screen changes. Now it's like this, right? It's like softer, it's a bit browner, right? Okay, all right. So if you go into the settings right now, if you wanted to change it, you do it from here. Detail. You can change the colors. This is not for everyone now, so you can turn on this, but the specific setting is Tritanopia. I confirm, okay. So this is like the dark skin. If you don't like this, then you can go back. Oh, sorry. Shucks. Nightlight. Nightlight is over here. Should remember. You can bring it down a bit.
Hi,
more.
how are you?
Okay, so like that. Night light. So it's like the game's version of what's it called again? Dark mode. You can also put up your sunglasses. Yeah, I was talking about the idea of doing that, sunglasses. I used to wear sunglasses, but I think I'm going to be forced to wear sunglasses, not permanently. Where can we see Destiny imported? There's no way Destiny is coming, man. Not anytime soon. Yeah. Destiny is going to depend on a few things. I'm waiting for Destiny because I'll wait for a few more days. Yeah. This save is probably going to get like, hopefully it doesn't get wall up. Okay, so MagyarChic, what are we playing? We're playing the MagyarChic, right? So MagyarChic, the Nielsen, Borukov. All right, let's go to the match. Okay, so we are playing a friendly. Are we? What, season over already? Oh, it's January. No, it's not. What friendly is this? Why do we have two friendlies? Oh, holidays. Taste the season to be jolly. La 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 la. All the people are getting horny. La 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 la. Okay. We'll get Kern to come in. We get these two play. Let these two play. Kovacs to play for MagyarChic. Okay, let's go. Alright, let's see how he does. So there are two camera angles that are very bad. Tactical and broadcast. So let's see how the other camera angles do before we decide. Oh, it's snowing. That's definitely got a problem. Because snowing also has issues. Yeah. Okay. So they're all coming out. There's a bit of flashy. Okay. So you see the brightness here, right? You see the gamma levels here are very high. But not as bad as before. Yeah, okay, we have to watch it on full match. I'm not going to drop this so I don't get distracted by the thing at the bottom of the screen. Okay. So it's not as bad as yesterday. Yesterday was worse, right? So this is a lot better. So it becomes better, like, you know, it's a bit it's still, the gamma is still quite high at the sides. This because it's not even, the gamma, this side and this side is brighter than this side. It should be even, the color. So let's try something, right? People have said this works. If you go to low, then you see what happens. It's like for you to play this game and see no gamma problems, right? You gotta play the game at very low settings. The problem with very low settings is the shadow. See that shadow? It's virtually non-existent. Okay, let's go to this. Yeah, and you'll be playing at 630 FPS. That's the other problem with playing it at this setting. So when you're playing at low, you're playing at 630 FPS. Something that you need to bear in mind. So if you wanted to, yeah, you can. The way you to handle this is for you to play on low settings, 30 FPS. But the problem with 30 FPS is eventually, those of you, the human eye cannot really. 30 FPS should be fine for most people. I mean, we're not ray tracing this game, right? The only time you might see sudden jerkiness is when the ball is in the air. That's about it. Yeah. Other than that, it's like this. But the problem with this 30 FPS is this, right? This low shadow settings. If you want to do it like this, it's going to be when you go into the 2D screen, right? So now it's nothing. Okay, let's assume you were watching this on 2D, right? Now, if you watch it on 2D, what's going to happen is every time the ball really stays on the ground. So you can't really see the shadow of the ball as it goes up. No? So you can't really tell if the ball is a high ball like this, right? And then on 2D, it looks absolutely horrific. Look at that. It's got there's no anti-aliasing. So all the edges are looking terrible. Right. So then the only way you can actually see it clear as day is if you go to high. Now you see high, everything is now more sharper. So if I go to my custom settings, yeah. So this is the sharpest I can get. So that's the issue right now with the game. I think people have reportedly, complained about it. So sometimes the only way to really appreciate the game, watch the game, and you want to get a decent experience out of it, it's probably for you to watch it all on 3D, or 2D. Then you can do this. And you can actually play like this. The game actually becomes faster. Yeah. So I don't watch this. If this gives you a headache, then all you got to do is come back in here and then boom. Bring it. Then it's not so bad. That won't be so bad. So that's the way you should handle it if you are having issues with the game, causing giving you a headache. If like for me, that's the only way to play it. Cannot. And what about the other camera settings? So the main camera settings that screws it up is this one, tactical, and broadcast. These are the two. So what about vertical scrolling? Let's try vertical scrolling, right? So this is over the top. So this one sometimes is okay, sometimes the slow-mos are not a problem. Yeah. For some reason, the slow-mo camera angle is perfectly okay. So let's look at the other. So the tactical is out, broadcast is out. Because tactical has the UFOs flying across your screen. So if you are struggling, right, this is what I recommend you do. So either you play on 30 FPS and you set the settings to low. The other option is, of course, what I did earlier, which is for you to come inside here, go to your, go to nightlight, turn on your computer's nightlight options, right? Go ahead and turn it on a bit, and you can adjust the strength. If it is not for you, then you bring it all the way down, like this, right? It's a bit brighter, right? You notice the brightness, but if you turn on the nightlight, it won't be so bright. Yeah, so you turn on the brightness, it becomes like a dark skin, which is what I'm trying to achieve, is a dark skin. So you get it darker. Then what you can then do is go into the game's Tritanopia settings, and then when you're in the game, you fiddle it a bit. Yeah, that's the best way to do it. Anyone try console commands on properties? What properties are you talking about? And this is what I meant all along, the 2D, and also did a report on this ROM. In where you could see every graphics and 2D was always clear as day. Yeah, 2D is probably 2D. I think the issue is, it's quite big for them. Yeah. Now you can see the ball properly going up in the air. No? But if you play on lower FPS settings, you can't. No? In this view, I can actually tell when my ball is in the air because it's really sharp. But to actually to not get a headache when you're watching this, you actually have to watch it on the slowest speed setting possible. Right? So that's the only way to avoid the headache. No? And it makes the game really slow. So the other option is, either you go on commentary. I'm actually asking SI to give us this. This is pitch tilt. So that I can do this then. So in the game, I can do this. Pitch tilt. It's not as bad on the eye, but put this as an alternative for the 2D screen. So I don't want to see the 2D screen. I just want to see this then. Right? This is so much more better than actually watching to watch this at maximum speed. Yeah. Yeah, if you are correct, it's no longer cool. If you are the kind of person that enjoys 2D and then you have to play a low settings, it's terrible. The bloody 2D is horrific because it looks like this, man. I mean, can you imagine, right? If you had to watch it on 2D, right? Like, okay, let's just entertain ourselves for a short while. These are 2D settings on very low, and I can guarantee you there's at least about quite a number of PCs that have to play on this. So, like for example, your laptops. A lot of laptops cannot play Football Manager right now. Is this what it's going to look like on the laptop? Squares. So this is a problem for a lot of like laptop users right now. If you got like a 10-year-old Apple MacBook, right, you're playing on it, you're going to probably look like this. Or you're playing on an old Windows laptop, you're going to see a lot of squares. You're not playing Football Manager. You're playing Minecraft. Minecraft football. This is Minecraft football. Little cubes running around trying to score. Alright. It's entertaining. Then as you bring it up, balance is okay, but for the most rigs it's okay. But again, this is about the lowest you can actually go is balance. That's about it. The problem is 2D is lowering quality affects the grade of the whole game. It doesn't just affect 2D. It affects the match day experience itself. I understand your point of view. What's the point of lowering quality watching 2D? I'm sure SI probably are asking whoever did that to the Knights of Unity. What the hell do you do to my 2D experience? They're probably not happy as well. Huh? I'm sure they are not happy. The Knights of Unity, I've done this for them. Let's not get angry with SI. It's the Knights of Unity who are supposed to add some polish, the Polish polish to the game. I remember lots of games you could manipulate from right-clicking on Steam and add commands like HW, Open, GL, DX9, Gamma. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I see this is a problem, right? For me, like when I play on balance, I get this flicker. That's the reason why I cannot play on balance. I cannot play on low. So if I play on low, I get this. This is the best I can go on. Low, the only thing about low is if I play on low, it's 30 FPS and you cannot watch. And 2D is a crime, huh? 2D is a crime. You cannot watch it on 2D. Like this, you can't watch this. All these 2D is a crime. So you got to stick to like let's do dynamic sideline. Dynamic sideline, I don't think is bad. No, I don't think dynamic sideline is a problem. Okay, I think dynamic sideline is quite good. Okay, like let's try dynamic sideline. Okay, I don't know what we're gonna say to the team. I don't know. We're not even paying attention to what's happening in the game. We just like okay, the manager's on the sidelines testing the graphics out. Okay, let's watch dynamic sideline. See, dynamic sideline, you see the gamma is quite high. Yeah, the edges are quite high. Can see the pitch really. There we go. There. Look at that. Still quite bright. I mean, it's not as bad as yesterday. Yesterday was a glare, man. Yesterday was a glare. The only thing that I wished we could do was change the settings, right? In the game itself. The Tritanopia set, the colorblind settings. Well, let me try something else. Out tab. No, it's not there. The things I do for the signs of the game. Okay, all right, let's go. See what happens? See how bright it is right now. Okay, I don't know if you can see. This is just my monitor. No, I don't think it will show on you guys. Yeah, no, you can see. Because my things, you see, there's a dark set, total dark setting. If I set the really high Tritanopia settings, the high night light settings, maybe it will help. Now it's not so bad. Holy cow. This is too high. Yeah, this is actually a lot more. No, I still can't. I can't see the bloody go mouth action. Yeah, this is still ridiculous. The go mouth action is impossible to see. I'm just my understanding SI is aware of this problem. So extended also, I mean, dynamic silence okay. Let's go vertical scrolling. I'm trying to find a camera angle that I can use. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the only camera angle that works. Vertical scrolling. Oh my god, this is the only one. This is the only one. Finally. This is the only one. Vertical scrolling. It's the only one without the bloody glare. Yeah, this is so much better. And I can bring the speed down to 1.5. Now it's like I can actually enjoy the game. Okay. I mean, I have to watch it wider like Tapia with the ball. Oh, nice. This is so much better. I used to use vertical scrolling. For me to use this setting is not a problem. I tried user data location, your folder path. I tried that, no? Yeah. This is so much better. Recess video and performance settings to default. Wow. Hey, Iron Robin, how are you, man? They are playing quite well, this team. Yeah. Oh, he turned my 32-year-old player. Anyway, I wanted to watch it on 2D. Yeah, so that vertical scrolling is the only way. Nah, I think SI are aware of it. Yeah, they are definitely aware of it. The B discipline instruction is the best. Actually, be disciplined is good for good teams. Be expressive is good for bad teams. That's the rule. I always tell people, you got a shitty team, is it? Be expressive. You got a very good team, be disciplined. There's a very simple reason why. Creative freedom basically allows a team to license to go and choose from, if your decision making as a team is very high, right? So that means every player might have 30 possible choices to make if their decision making. Okay, let's say make it easy. Their decision making is 20, right? Everybody's player is 20, right? So everybody has got 20 possible decisions they can make. So when you say a creative freedom to maximum, you're telling them out of the 20 good is because they will think I got 20 good options to choose from. You're telling them to choose work through 20. But if you set a creative freedom to 10, you're telling them, hey, you know what? All your good options are good. I just pick 10, can or not? Don't waste too much time. Don't try too many funky things. Okay, 10. So they will cut off the crazy ones and come down to 10. So for elite teams, right, it's not a problem. No. Because why? Because chances are they can get away with it, right? But for underdog teams, they already have low decision making. So now I only can think of 5 things. Okay. So you're telling them, hey, hello, can you think a bit out of the box or not? Maybe for once in a while you try a ball that's a deep diagonal. You never know. You can try a long ball. Try lah. You see, that's what when you increase the creative freedom of a poor team. So that's the rule of thumb when you use creative freedom. Good team, be more disciplined. Bad team, be more creative. That's it. But there's one caveat. If you are raising the mentality, then what you do is you see how your team is playing first, because the raising of mentality also increases creative freedom. Yeah, higher attacking mentalities got higher creative freedom. You want to ask me how I know all this nonsense is because we've been playing for the game for many, many years. There's a lot of knowledge in this brain from Football Manager days, which they haven't changed. They have not changed it. What do you think of my explanation? This called how I feel counter press is off right now and how you should work in terms of what to press. I mean, that's basically what I've been saying as well. I mean, you said it in this basically the same way. Because right now what you want to do is this. Okay, to add to that, right? What you say on Discord, essentially counter press right now. Unless you're top heavy, you stick to. Unless your formation is equal, that means top heavy, counter press. By all means, enjoy yourself. But if your formation is top heavy and then bottom heavy for OP, don't bloody counter press. I mean, if you're going to counter press, make sure that you have the same fellas in the attacking positions. But here, this is a caveat, right? Okay, you got to be very careful. I'm very careful about making general statements like this because what if, let's say, you lose the ball in midfield? Yeah, you got a midfielders you are building play with the ball because counter press works anytime you lose possession of the ball. It doesn't work in the opponent's third only. It works in midfield too. So what happens if you're building play up through the center of the park and you have one midfielder? How are you going to counter press with one midfielder? So in that particular sense, you got to look at your tactic as a whole. So you're playing a game of taking chances, no? Which is why I tell people right now in Football Manager, the best option is when you don't know, you're not sure, you remove counter press altogether. The only time you use counter press is when your formation is identical. It's top heavy like a 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3. Yeah, these are and the 4-2-4. These are the only 3 formations that can counter press in and out of possession if they're both the same. That's it. So that's the best way. I think I wrote that in my guide. So you keep it really, really simple. They will play great football, Iron. You're right. Don't try to. You never ask a good team to be more expressive. You're asking for trouble. You're asking for trouble. It's like asking Messi. Messi. Hey, Messi, come here. Yeah, I want you to try something out of the box today. He's going to give you a slap across the face. Or Ronaldo. Yeah, any of those players who are like at the top of their game, right? Kevin De Bruyne, come here. Hey, I want you to try something special today. Something you haven't done before. He's going to love it. What are you on about? Okay, this so far so good. I mean, I'm not getting much of a headache. So training, what have we got? We done balance. Yeah, we done so far. We done only a few weeks. And then we go to overview. And then we come to the youth team. And then we do this. This is the youth team, right? Yeah, it should be. No, this is the second team. Good thing I checked. A good thing I checked. This is the youth team. Yep, this is the team that actually has a play in it. So balance youth, okay. This is why are they using the main teams one? If they just balance the main team. Oh yeah, you know why? Because prior to this, remember we couldn't set youth team schedules, so I gave them all the main team schedules because we couldn't give them, right? And it automatically was showing up in my folder. But we couldn't, right? So they all had to use the main team schedules. Yeah, okay. Wait, I saw one. I think this should be fine. I'm lazy. Yep. Let's see how the boys are doing. Okay, look at under 19s and their development so far. Okay, I mean, if they want to complain about coaches, there's nothing much I can do about it. Yeah. Yeah, asking Ronaldo to score a 40-yard bicycle kick. I need to be a bit more creative. Can he score? Right. You're probably going to get whacked. Okay. I don't get this. Why? Okay, just like this can. All right, additional focus. They all got training. Goalkeeper. What about this guys? This guy. No. Hey, what are you doing? Position role. S-Man. Yeah, well, this is. No. Okay, let me check. Ray Airy. Okay, not too bad. Composure. Position role. Go back. See, some of these, I think they're getting reset now when they come back. At least, like he was moved to the first team, remember? For a game, right? The moment he went back to the youth team, I'm sorry, I don't want to train anymore. We had him playing as a DM. And then we'll get him to work on his composure. This guy also not too bad. Level 8 quickness, okay. This guy is volatile, media friendly. So this guy volatile is fine as long as he's balanced, okay lah. He'll still be fine. But look at his 1.5 star. What is this guy? Desali Ililis. Oh, nice. Nice. Developing nicely. Go back to this and then carry on with what you're doing. But this guy, what he can do, right? He's 179. Jumpy ratio, probably get 8 or 9. So final third as well. That will work on composure. What's this guy's name? Fairly. All this not bad. Our personality is quite decent. But like, not much. Not much. Daniel, this guy has got a super personality. Hope he does. Hope he's developing. It's okay, he has to start playing games. How old is he? 21 years old. Okay, squad, move to senior squad. Nemeth all have to move to the second team squad already. That's it. They cannot make it to the first team. So, guess they're going to spend the rest of their career playing for the players that are going to be let go. Once you make it to the second team squad, you got no future in the club. It's damn sad. Yeah, damn sad for these players. I mean, like, it's over, baby. You're in 1890. Wing. Oh, Wing is on the cusp. On the cusp, baby. On the cusp. He's on the cusp, man. Loan status available for loan. Yeah. This guy also. We're gonna set. I don't know. I wonder if I can set a few of them together. Okay. 1, 2. Let's see if we can do it. This guy already done for him, right? Training, no transfer. I don't know. Yep, available for you can do 2 at the same time. Okay, all the 18s. Okay. Yep, available for loan. So both of them should be available for loan. Now let's see whether the game actually has got him available for loan. Yep, he did. Okay, good. All right, so we set a few players for their availability. And now, welcome to the second team. Now, let's see what happens to the second team, right? Overview. Now, we can do it from here. Second team. The 4 of them have made it to the second team. Congratulations. You have no future in the club. Nemeth. Yeah, whatever you want to train. We just leave you be. Position, role. I don't know. What can you do? Just defensive midfielder. You, Benz Attila, well, you got some chance of making into the team, but you gotta have to do a lot to prove yourself, baby. We go as a winger. That's it. They have only so much time left. Cruz Azul have made a Mosquera offer. Oh my God. I tell you, I will lose players. Reject. I'm definitely going to lose players. Loan offers made for Wang. Okay, all right. Good. I won't be surprised. I won't be surprised if Mosquera goes, no? Yeah. 1 million, no. Okay, good. Can I give him a big contract offer? I know Denilson is not going anywhere. Not Denilson. I show you something. Like Denilson is the highest paid player in our squad. How do I do this? Finances. Let's see where we can find our wages, right? Right now, we have 1 star player. And his name is Denilson. Okay? 1 star player. Okay? I wish there was a way. I mean, is there a way just to come in here and just look at the play wages from here? They don't give us that power. I wish they would. No? Like, all the players are highest wages. Put him here, like make it easier to see. Let's go here then. Do they do it here? They don't. Squad. See, they don't. You would think they would do that. Wow, they don't even put it here. Contract must be this one. And then you got contract, wage. There we go. Okay, highest wages, right, in my team. 1.98 million is Maximilian Dietz. We turned him into a millionaire. Welcome to our club. Okay. The next millionaire is Denilson. Welcome to the club, sir. These are our millionaire players. All the attributes are in the good range. Yeah, for this level of play, good. So they're my millionaire players. They only got like flair off the ball, not that good, right? Okay. So here, this guy training off the ball. Okay, now then we got the next important player. Here we go, man. Meet Michael Foloronshu, the 30-year-old legend. I mean, I will never be able to replace him. He is so good. But look at the years, all 30, 2030 already. So we got these two guys from Biriglia as well. Biriglia has been a heaven sent. But maybe we can offer him a new contract because 30, right? Okay, contract, enter the contract negotiation. I never talk to the agent. I go direct to the player. Okay, finalize the promises. 1.8. Wow. 500,000 more. Let's try and bring it down a bit, 1.5. We give you goals. If you score 15 goals, we give you about 300,000. You prove your worth. Maybe I can pay you on the appearance fee. Give you about 15. So every time you play again, that's 15k, right? 15k multiplied by 10 games, 150k. It's quite a lot of money, right? So I give you 70k more on top of this. So I don't know if he's going to accept it. Seasonal landmark goal again. Bonus upon winning Golden Boot. I give you 450,000. Yep, it worked. I cannot afford 1.8. 1.8 is too high. 1.5 I will accept. So we managed to keep in. We only have Maximilian Dietz as the most important because otherwise I'm going to have a problem with all these important players. Got one filler on 1.98. But look at this. The star player, 1.41. So who else is a danger of me losing? So we got Victor Popov. No, Victor Popov, I'm not worried about him. Okay. And Juric is a defender. No? You know how difficult it is for me to find defenders. Very difficult. But the problem is this, right? With this player, why does red light mean? What does red line mean? I don't get it. Unused substitute. The thing has been signed. Okay, we're very keen. Alright, that's okay. 587,000 can be done. Squad player, regular starter. Okay, let's see what it was. Important player, 550. Okay. That was quick. Well, there's a better way of doing it. This is a much better way of doing it. It's like second click. Yeah. So 30. Number of players expiring in 2030 is scary. Borukov also is going to go. So we got a lot. Pierini I have to sign. Yeah. Pierini as well. I'm willing to. I wish I could click and then go straight. We can just right click and contract. I actually like the first page because it's actually cheaper. This is shucks. He's unhappy. I thought it was one door I wanted. Okay. Daniel Mason is a project, so we want to give him a new contract. I think discuss new contract agent first. Okay. Okay. Fine. Yeah, okay. Alright. What else have we got? Okay. Biriglia we have to sign him. Yeah. Contract. Oh, we already offered him a contract. So Friday is my problem. 30 years old. Okay, contract. Enter contract negotiations. He doesn't want to. He's not happy also. Okay, that's it. We've done some. The race cycle is less than 1 year. Yeah. I generally like to extend a player's contract when they've got 2 years left on their contract. Normally I don't like waiting until there's 1 year left. Yeah. Potential issue is Gasparini because everybody getting new wages. Oh no, you want to start more games? Not happening. Not happening. Can somebody? I'm going to send one of you to talk to Gasparini. Okay, you all decide which one of you is going to be. You all do all the talking to Gasparini. Gasparini wants to play football. Okay, Serafimov, Foloronshu. Oh, this is still a pre-season. Ricky, Stuparavic. No lah, we play Kovacs. Where's Kovacs? Dietz is not 100%. Machitic is not 100%. Kovacs is here. Kovacs. I leave Kovacs alone. Okay, Frydek is still injured. Jury, no. Mihai. Gasparini. Since you complain, you might as well play. Okay, here we go. So we found the perfect camera angle. It may not be the one I like the most, but at least it doesn't have the UFOs. Let's hope. So say we go into the game, there's a UFO right in front of us. High split. Oh my goodness, this will be a game. All right, here we go. Oops. Sorry, vertical scrolling time. Watching on key. 1.5 will be fine. Okay, all right, here we go. Because we cannot watch it, I cannot watch it at any other angle. Ricky to Serafimov. I see the spacing. I like this. All a focus play to this side. Right. All the players all nicely gathered here. Then we go right. You see what happens here, right? Boom, boom. Okay, come. Then he comes to the side. Then we move here. There's space on the flanks now. Wow, but then they went to the flanks, right? Oh, center opened up. I love this game. This game is so simple. Popo goes deep. Oh, it's cleared only as far as Ricky. We are playing mid-block in case you guys are wondering. Yes, there's something wrong with the defensive lines in Football Manager 26. You don't have to play highline. Merchi. Oh, what a pass. Oh, Danielson failed to score. That was such a sweet pass, man. Hayuk split. And we're not playing with our best players. Juric, Ricky, Mihai. Mihai, the one who concedes the most goals. Every time he plays, we concede a goal. And usually it's because he wants to give the ball to the opposition. I can't look at the 2D screen. Yeah, so this is going to have to do. Yeah, normally I like to look at the 2D screen to analyze the tactic a bit. Yeah. So what you can do instead is you can actually watch it extended. So there's more time to analyze. Yeah. Ronald Juric. That's our mid-block. You see, this is where the mid... this is good. I can show you the mid-block. See the strikers, right? They go, and then this is, you see, this is around here that they start. Yeah. That's where the mid-block starts. And it will be triggered by your strikers. Nice defending. Okay, good. Whoa, looking for Mihai. Oh, challenge from Dietz, man. Good defending again. The Nielsen can't take it down well. Oh, that's a good turn. But it's a terrible shot. Okay, so far so good. Okay, Popov with a free kick. Goes down the line to Merchitic. Dietz, Merchitic, okay, building up play. Looking for the free man. You got him here. This is our fullback, right? So this is the part where we become very dangerous. No? This guy will come. attack this side. Once the ball goes this way, he's going to start making his run. Boy, okay. Oh, you're on balance mentality. So I can just jack it out to attacking. We'll see more runs from him. Candina. Red Deeds. Not enough. Good defending from MagyarChic. Played well. He's trying to cover that player and then it does it again. Nice work from MagyarChic. I like to see that kind of defending on the sides. I hope it doesn't become too pronounced in FM when the patch comes up, because I see my players defending. I hope the AI defends better, that's all. Danielson looking for a quick counter. Borukov. Juric, come on. Looking. What a terrible pass on Juric. Oh, yep. Counter press. You can see the players trying to win the ball. You see the two attackers are the ones trying to win the ball back. Nice. No, opens up. Defended. No, good defending. I like how we're defending against high split, man. Pretty even game, but no team has had shots on target yet. No? Got both defending quite well. Okay, here we go. Nathan. Okay, defended again. Yeah, it was a good defense. I like how you're playing. Yeah, I like how you're playing. No chances doesn't mean it's better. Doesn't mean it's a bad game, man. Oh. 60 FPS. I locked myself to 60. Because anything higher is just screwing my whole experience. Because this game wasn't coded for what? 144 Hz monitors. Serafimov out to Ricky. A nice pass to... Oh, what a take and turn, man. Come on, what can you do? Juric again. Look. Oh my goodness, is the woodwork. We're looking good. Okay, now we're trying to win the ball back. There's no counter press, right? Yeah. Just the guy trying to win the ball back. Here goes MagyarChic out wide. Oh, beauty. That's a beautiful cross. Ricky now. Mihai, back to Ricky. Finds the pass. They're going to try and counter press. Yeah, it didn't work. Yeah. There's no chance to counter press. Miss. They are having a terrible day in front of goal. It's not like they're not getting into good goal scoring, they're decent goal scoring positions. I would say they're good, decent. Oh my goodness, the keeper. That was well read from Popov. Williams. Pressure. Why is they doing the trick? Hey, they got it to Nathan. Nathan shoots. Nathan misses. It's a corner kick. That's so now both teams have finally had their first shots on target. All right, 58 minutes. Let's take off some players. Okay. Monksguard will come off for Popov. Pirini will come off for this guy. Foloronshu will come off for this guy. Biriglia will come off for this guy. Okay, done. So you got Biriglia. Pirini, Danielson. This is like, this is a bit of standard on the pitch, you know. Each player there is got wages of 1.4, 1.6. Yeah. The highest paid player is not there, I think. Yeah. Dietz. Oh yeah, he is. Dietz is the highest paid player. Oh, shot. So this is the angle that doesn't have the most, it doesn't have any gamma issues, I guess. Yeah. Gasparini on the ball. He has plenty to play with. Look at the number. He has options, man. Doesn't worry. That's why we focus play on the right. Yeah, he has the ball. The whole team is being torn apart. Denison had... Okay, I think what we'll do is we'll try and score the goal. All instructions. We work ball into box. I'm too lazy to use anything else. Okay. Not a bad performance. I think. What do you think, guys? Like this playable, right? I think it's a play. I mean, it's not as nice as watching on broadcast. I prefer broadcast and tactical. Because broadcast, I can see the graphics are quite clear. Hayuk's play have scored, man. With a deep cross to the far post. Yeah. Gasparini couldn't even handle the ball. And he wants to be the first choice. He wants more game time. Danielson to Ricky. Ricky back to Pierini. Sets up. Dietz. Dietz takes the shot. Ricky again. Loses out. Looking for the counter straight away. Yeah. Dietz. Goes back to the goalkeeper. Wow. Great pass. Good football from our team. And Danielson comes inside, sets. He couldn't. He was looking for his strike. He was looking for somebody to score. Oh, nah, his keeper's ball. Good defending. We're not playing badly against Hayuk's play. We conceded a goal, yeah, but it's pre-season friendly. We didn't start with our strongest 11. Now we have close to our strongest 11 on the pitch. Follow Ronshu, Ricky. As I spares my eyes, it's better. But there's a part of me that just says, why don't you just wait until the match engine is out? No? This game does kind of feel incomplete, you know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, I like the way that the fact that my team is quite patient, but wow, this is too many passes, man. What a switch. Okay. What was the point of the highlight then? There was a lot of aimless passing. Then after that, one switch. I think the game doesn't recognize what is a good passage of play. Yeah. No, we won't. The Neon, no, man. You're too pessimistic. Or rather, you're too optimistic. I don't know whether you're optimistic or pessimistic. I think by the year 2028, we finally will see this game reach some of its potential. I still call this a don't buy game. Don't bugudo. You wanna pay for the game? Yeah, I'll play the game. I'll show you the highlights. But honestly, not worth the money. Yeah, it's not worth the money. Yeah, it's just tactics manager. You get excited, but if you're excited about changing tactics and having fun, yeah, go ahead, play the game. I'll guarantee you're gonna get bored after 100 hours of playing this game. You will. There's nothing to hold you into the game. I mean, like during the game itself, it's like, And the worst part about it is there's nothing for you to go in and go, you know what? I want to study my tactical system and see why it's working. Zero. Nothing there. So that is the reason why I call this, for me, this is a hard pass. Because as a manager, you want to know why your systems work. You don't want to end up playing like Arne Slot. Use the system, don't know how it works. Then next season you try adding all kind of players. You never really understood how your system worked in the first place or why it worked so well. Then now you go on a 6-game losing streak. You know what? You're going to say the match engine is broken. I think that was what Arne Slot was doing. I think the match engine got bugged. How come I got the world's best goalkeeper? I got 2 of the best defenders in the world. I got the fastest fullbacks. I got pace across the 11. Why am I losing to matches to these teams? The match engine is broken. No, that's Arne Slot. No. And just like Arne Slot, he couldn't analyze his tactic. So we also will end up in the same position. Who the analyzes this? What analysis you getting from this? Nothing. What? You get this thing, match report, whatever. After the game, you got match events. This okay. What? Key pass map, nothing. You got this. Wow. Very nice. The problem is you don't know. You see all these clear-cut chances, right? What would be good, right, is an XG change. Saying this guy, all were involved in this pass. This clear-cut chance. This guy, all involved in this chance. You know how valuable information that is? That's called an XG chain. See, the thing is, when you start coming up with you have this theory about creating your own statistics. That's where you can easily go wrong. Because you don't try and reinvent the wheel. The wheel is already been invented by somebody else. Why you think you're smarter than the other fuckers out there? Is it they've been doing it for a long time and people are actually paying them money? You're trying to prove that you have the statistical, you know all these stats. I mean, why reinvent the wheel, right? It will make sense, but it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense when you do things like your numbers are so wild, so off the beaten mark. Like, when you don't know, I always laugh at Miles Jacobson says it's a simulation of world football. I always laugh, because I have proven it time and time again. Like, that's what you like to say. His simulation, the only simulation you got is when players come to you and go, I disagree with my acceleration is 20 and this thing. Try looking into the game and look deeper into the numbers and you'll see that some numbers don't correlate. And I've said this for years. This year, it has been suitably represented by this statistic called UPDA, which has got no industry equivalent. I mean, as I did say that when they came on the XG model, that they had their own XG model. They wanted to do it themselves. It is also a very good way of going into a situation where you cannot your numbers cannot be verified by the outside world. Because your model is your model. You can always say we're using a different model. That's why our numbers are not the same as maybe Opta or all these other companies. Our model is based on this calculation. So how do people go, okay. Then all they need to do, right, is look at one of your numbers, which is the closest, which has a close representational value in the real world, to completely invalidate your entire statistical argument. That means every statistic in the game could be wrong. I already said it, right? The UPDA has invalidated the entire statistical model. No, because all it takes is one. Because you cannot after that say, yeah, but the rest are more accurate now. You can't use that. We already got one not accurate. How am I supposed to believe you now? Right. That's the reason why my personal reason believe that this is the reason why SI don't want that some of like possession share, right? They got their own ball, they have their own numbers as well, right? They call it their own numbers. Or what about clear-cut chances or key passes? Also, the key passes that's like the real world, where it's a key pass is a pass that leads to a shot on goal. Expected assist is a good pass that resulted in a higher than that XG of that chance is baked into the expected assist value. So then you can actually see the chain, but the chain only stops at that joker. You see, like that one person that passed the ball. I want to see the rest of the jokers who took part in that pass. But you don't have the XG chain. Never mind, it's okay, data is new. The OOP part, it's okay. After a while, did I show you my OOP numbers from last season? The whole league was playing at 6. You guys saw it, right? The whole league is playing at 6. You tell me which universe that one is realistic. The whole league was playing at 6. The best team and the worst team, the difference was only one. I think whether I can show you. I don't know whether I still have it. Let me see. How do we load a game? Oh, there we go. I'm like a bit tired. I think it's Death Car was season 6, right? Yeah, this is the one. Yeah, all right. I can load it from here. This is the first the game. I always like to show you guys this. This is FM24 when it ended on FM24. Okay, all right. As it ended, what the values were for UBDA. So you see this, okay? Add manager. I gotta add a manager, right? So, do I add a manager? Wait, back. Shit. Update manager, not add manager. Oh, wrong. Okay, done. Okay, lah, whatever. Confirm. Choose the model. Yeah, done. Okay. Test. So I don't spoil the first save. No, I don't think that is. No, you think it's a they were aware of this? Really? Yeah. I show you last season's one again. You tell me how aware they are. This is last season, okay? Because after 3 games in, right? Yeah, so this is 3 games in. Okay, this is when this save is coming from FM24. Oh, not here. Okay, there we go. Team stats. Share it here. Team stats. Team stats. Boom. Okay, defending. UBDA. Opposition passes per defensive action. The world's best number is actually 6.85 or 7. I think it was Last year it was Nottingham, one team, Birmingham, I think. Birmingham had the best UBDA in the whole world, the PPDA, opposition passes per defense action in the whole world. It was about 7 or 8. In this game, UBDA numbers are 3.85 after 3 games. They only allow the opposition 4 passes. On average, 1, 2, 3, pump, tackle. 1, 2, 3, pump, tackle. 6 passes. For the worst team, they did this league. So you tell me whether this is realistic. Now let me find England. How do I do that? There we go. Premier. Team stats. Team stats. I gotta go this way. Okay. Team stats. Okay. UBDA. UBDA 3.08. Fulham, opposition passes per defensive action 3. Chelsea 3.54. Man City 3.54. The Brighton 6.57. Liverpool 6.09. This is the whole league, after 1 game played. 1 game, Just 1 game. I know people say it's only 1 game, but seriously, 1 game. The out of possession is okay, There was just changed roles in it. Yeah. They just took the duties and they just refactored the duties in it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, they can just give something, a bit of a flavor. Yeah, they had to tune counter press. There's a lot of work that went into that, no doubt about it. But for me, the argument that SI always make is that their data is like a close simulation of world football. I've always said it's not. If it was, it would be really it will tell a story. This tells me a story. It tells me in England, they're all crazy teams. They run like fucking madmen on the pitch. For 90 minutes in 1 game, they only allow the opposition 3 passes. 3 passes. Fulham only allowed the opposition 3 passes before they, committed a defensive action. Okay, this is the value, at the end of the save. So you got 3 and 6. So now let's load my game. Load game. This is not even, the season isn't over yet, no? This is the same season, huh? So this is 3 games in, no? Okay, some people are going to say, no, it's averages, you know. On average, it's like 6, okay. So now, let's go and look at Ubda again, okay. Squad, let's go Frena Kravos, competitions, there we go. All right, let's go team stats. Okay, that's our 3, right? This is my pet hate right now. Wait a minute, am I loaded the same? This 2028 lah. Load game. This test lah, idiot. It's wrong save. This one is the one, 2029. Okay. They're same season. No? That's 3, right? You saw 3. Okay. Now this is the season, okay, in February. That was 3 games in. Okay. Now the season in February. Okay. All right. So let's go back. Why you skip one page? Okay. Club. Club site. Okay. Competitions. Okay. So Division 1. Team stats. Opposition passes per defense. Now remember that was 3, Check out the number now. 13. 19. 20. Oh my God, what happened? 25 is the worst. Just now 6 was the 6 was the worst. Now it's 25.4. Oh, in just one season, the whole landscape changed. From the start of the season, their teams are letting in 3 passes before they commit defensive action. Now, the worst team was doing 6. Now the worst team is doing 25. Okay, now let's go to England. Perch, Premier League. Team stats. Ubda. Just now that one all was 6, Yeah. Everybody is Fulham was the best, What is it? Fulham was only allowed 4. Okay. Remember that just now. Now the Ubda, Arsenal 17. Arsenal have the best. They allowed opposition 17 passes before defensive action. Yeah. West Ham 26.44. What happened to Fulham? Fulham are 21.17. So apparently now tackles, this are the total tackles won now. This is the whole season. Okay. So the question now begins. So this is the reason why I have always said, okay, there's something off about the game. There's something off about the game. There's always been something off about the game. Yeah. Anyway, guys, what are we gonna do now? Is we're gonna basically take a break for Football Manager until the patch comes in. Yeah, might as well. Because what's the point of playing a game and then, have nothing to say about it except bad things, right? Quite sad. But at least today I've showed you guys a way for you all to turn on dark skin mode by using your Windows settings. Yeah. So if you're struggling with seeing a game and you want to play, yeah, try that. I need to take a break as well because hours are long for me. I got to send the basically stay up, send the kids to school, then wake up, then come back, then play the game. Yeah, so I haven't had a break since I finished writing the book as well. So I thank everybody for coming on the stream today. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, my little whatever this stream was lah. Yeah, it wasn't even a good stream. They're not real. Look, my guide has the UBDA. In my guide, I break down what the PPDA numbers are in the real world. The OPPDA numbers are in my book. I gave you the last season's last games average, like one game I show you. This season after 6 games, the OPPDA numbers are in the Premier League. Boom. Okay. Firstly, it looks nothing like the way FM24 ended. And it looks nothing like how FM26 is presenting itself. So neither one of those is accurate, right? So the question is, I made noise. It also points to the fact that there was something wrong with the defensive match engine. I agree with that. The question right now is whether or not what is the reason why that is the case? Is it because there are not enough tackles? Because a defensive action is a tackle, no. But here's the thing, right? It also includes failed tackles. That means all it needs is a challenge. If the challenge, whether the challenge, you win the ball, you don't win the ball, is irrelevant. That's a defensive action. It's not called successful opposition pass, Opposition passes per successful defensive action. It's not oops da. I couldn't help myself. Yeah. I mean, it's a FM26. FM26 is not realistic. 24, bah. No team is 24, no. You know how many passes is 24? 24 means like you allowed the team to pass the ball all the way to your front of the... It's like, how many passes does it take a team to get from the goalkeeper, okay, to in front of your goal? 7 passes. That's all it needs, no. I mean, 3 passes with some teams. Some teams is just 2 passes, okay. But 7 to 8 passes is generally like the average for most teams. Even if you are like a team that is trying to work your way patiently across the ball. Even Tiki Taka at its finest wasn't that many passes, man. Tiki Taka, I think was just before Gegenpress. Yeah, Tiki Taka existed before Gegenpressing. No? So I don't know. I think SI will have. I will look at the numbers, but the problem is this. That's the other thing. That's why I'm saving this game. Guess what? We're gonna start this thing again. We're gonna have before-after comparison because I got it already, right? So that's why I'm gonna stop this. I'll save this game, and then we'll have the first data point. That means we have FM24, UPDA numbers, right? FM26 patch 1, UPDA number. The FM24 data point, same data point. FM26 patch 2, data point again. We can compare. Yeah, you can see where, is there been an improvement in the defensive actions? It's so easy now to tell, isn't it? I mean, don't you think it's going to be easy? Because now we can compare the two. As in, are there more defensive actions? Because it's going to be. There's no way you cannot say this is not empirical enough. Right? It'll be empirical enough, man. We can even see all the numbers. Okay, guys, I want to thank everybody coming in. Hope you guys have a great night ahead. Please stay safe. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.